moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They're going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target too. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Phillips gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So Tua making the completion there. You know, what's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack leader for the Broncos, and the active leader in the NFL. They are happy to welcome him back.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. 14, Bills nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Don't get nervous. 6. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's big.
On the give, this is Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 56.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Singletary.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tua going to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They're going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 6. Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Raekwon Davis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Tua now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 8 coming up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Come on, QB, come on.
They run the counter. Singletary. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 2. Now Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquez Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.